Hey, how you doing? I'm Matthew, also known as Scooger in Magfed circles and just about everywhere else. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the MG100 from Planet Eclipse. This is number 8 prototype for pre-production sample. I had the 3D printed one before this that I got to test out for about 8 or 9 months, and now I'm testing this one out, trying to break it along with a whole host of other people. So obviously been playing with it out in the field. It's pretty much an EMEC with a few nice differences that make it absolutely delightful to use with down mags. So and that's a point of contention, to be honest with you, the fact that it uses down mags, such as the 10 or in reality 12 round or the 20 round magazines. How did this all come about, and why do I have it? So back in 2015, 2016, I created this Magfed marker from an ether using a down mag well, shoved the reg in the grip, cut off the reg from there with a hacksaw and made a load of other changes. And that was I believe, probably the first proper Magfed Planet Eclipse marker. Obviously I'm not from PE at all, just a player. But I think I kind of kicked off a conversation with Jack, especially after he helped me out with some parts. So once again, thank you so much, because that kept that thing running, which is just awesome. But I kicked off a conversation about this and how they were gonna proceed, and should they even bother, into the Magfed circles. And I just gave a load of feedback. That's how it all started out, and gave them a long list of what I thought would be good in a marker, what I thought would work, what wouldn't. And then the conversation just really went from there, and it took a fair few years, obviously. Now it's 2019. And then, yeah, so I got hold of eventually, back in 2018, the 3D printed version. And its design was different to what I expected, I must admit. I thought it was going to be a bit more spacey, but they based it on the EMEX and the Ether 2's EMC kit. Really is a risk-based approach. They wanted to test the waters, from everything that Jack has said, Leds has said in some interviews. So we get what's essentially a Magfed EMEC, which is pretty much what this is. So one of those things you get is the dummy magazine, which is kind of neat. So it goes there, and that locks in place. And then you take this off, and you put a hopper on it with a hopper adapter. That's it. And so you can use it as a regular hopper marker. So risk-wise, in terms of what you're getting a hopper marker and a Magfed marker, which is, to me, is just great. Everything is like the EMEC, the Ether 2 grips. I don't have a problem with it. I wish there was a continuous, but right now there's not, so we just go with it. Got the metal push safety, nice and positive. It comes with the pops. And up. Guinea pig's freaking out. Obviously there's no barrel in it right now. And degas. Dead simple. Got the shaft 4 barrel system, so you can change backs. The one that comes with its stock is a 689. It's pretty long, but that makes sense in a second as to why. That's because you get the Obviously I've got my attachments on there, but you get the shroud in front. Now if you want, there are some little tabs, they're in my bag somewhere, you can stick there and there on either side, but it's really doesn't make that much difference because the fit is so secure as is. I like to run it with a Nemesis and First Strike, and that makes, frankly, this makes it so deadly. Thank you so much to Karmatech for making this beast of a barrel. This is a, ironically enough, a prototype version of their Nemesis. Thank you very much, David from Karmatech. When I bought it off him at Kilo. So this is a 912, so 9-inch and 3-inch tip. Nice thing about those, the Lapco for those, just throw in another Lapco tip. And you're good to go, really. So what makes this so reliable in feeding? Because that is what this is. This is the most reliable gun that I have used, bar none, for First Strike. See if you'll be able to see this, hopefully. In here, there's a little guide tab. And that tab that comes down, that goes into the doors. Of the magazines, and then that stays there and they feed up and stops them from flipping. The second is the nice wide entry point into the breech itself. Third, I guess it's because the tabs don't, so not tabs, the detents don't really get in the way. They're pretty unintrusive, but they will actually, and the bolt as well, will hold a round in there as long as you're not trying to knock the darn thing out. And that all contributes to me not having a single flip or break or jam with First Strike in 9 months with previous or this one. This, it will go on a Nemesis as well, he says. There you go. There you go. And to be honest, that Nemesis with the control tip, because it's 1 inch wide. Inside of this is 1 inch wide. This makes this so secure. It's fantastic. A lot of people won't like this config. They're expecting to have a Magfed circles of stock, and like even psychologically, I guess I've struggled to get over that. But in use, I'm sorry, it's like what the speedballers have been saying is it just works. There's nothing to interfere with your mask. The thing shoots so nice. I mean that's without the valve activated. It actually is a little bit stronger when the valve's there because you've got to get past the air resistance. But it's so nice. I mean, I actually prefer to use it in a short config. Because it's so much lighter. You want to get the core out, stick an Allen key in one of the 3 holes in the back, just like with the EMEC, and you pull the whole core out. That's it. Just pull the whole thing out. That's it. It takes grease, not oil. You know, in some ways it would be nice if it was like a T15 where you could take the gas off, or degas, whatever. Push the bolts, pull the whole bolt system out. That would be nice on a field. But you could degas, take the cap out. If you had an Allen key or if you had a modified thing there, you could take it out more easily. But what is your reality? If you're shooting first strike with this, you're never going to need to clean the damn thing on the field. Honestly, it just keeps feeding and it never flips, it never jams. Okay, something else I wanted to show you guys was a change that he made to some of the followers. It's going to have two features. I'll show you now. So these are the standard followers on the damn mags. Okay, they're round. That does mean that there is a possibility that it could flip the final round if it's an FSR, which isn't good. Plus, I guess I've never really understood why they were convex in the first place. Maybe it's to help with not getting in the way of the eyes of the dam itself. Who knows? So the kit that will come with the MG100, they're convex. Obviously both sides. And what that does, one, it ensures that the final round has no chance of flipping. The second is that it actually blocks the bolt from firing, because on the when it fires and it's a blank shot, it's actually quite a loud snap noise, and compared to the usual shot that's actually pretty quiet, especially with the stock barrel, that can actually give away your position, and you don't really want that. So if you're being super sneaky, those really help, and those actually block the shot. So if I just air this up, that's the noise of it blocking the bolt. Bear in mind, I'm in a basement, so it's going to sound even louder. Than it would in the woods. That's next to nothing compared to which is a blank shot, which is pretty, and you don't actually waste any air doing that either. Another really good reason to get this marker is because the mod community, I believe, is going to take big interest in this marker. Now, don't want to ruffle any feathers here, but I mean, that should be nice. Nice and simple. Nice damn mag, box mag, custom. You know, it's going to happen whether we want to or not. You know, I pay Magfed. Yeah, I've never used this box mag for one particular reason, is that I made it and then I felt that I really wasn't keeping with the sport. But you know, things like this are going to happen. I love new bodies. I mean, this is just a shell. The main body of the gun is all metal inside here. You take this off, you could run it without that shell. If you cover the detents here and here, and cover the hopper hole with a, for example, a nice 3D printed body or just a machined part, then you have a totally different looking gun. I mean, you're probably limited in some ways by the grip frame and the mag rail, which again, there's going to be some ingenious people out there that are going to do it and actually make an entirely new one. But you know, this is going to be a highly supported gun by the community, I believe. People who don't think so, heck, send me a message, tell me why you think not. So what do I think this is going to do? I think this is going to bring some change in the market. I think this is going to bring a decent level of competition, and I really think that we're going to see some more innovation over the next few years on the Magfed scene. At this point I meant to say something like like, comment, subscribe. I just don't really care. I do these videos for fun. I'm not a professional.